In today's video, we're going to show you how to remove and replace the entire suspension of a 2000 Toyota 4runner 3.4-liter engine. To begin, we're lifting the vehicle up to a workable height. We begin by taking off the 6 nuts on the rim to be able to remove the entire tire. After the tire is removed, you want to lose all the brackets holding the hoses for the brake. After removing those brackets that are holding the hoses on the brakes, you'll want to take out the 2 caliper bolts and pry out the caliper with some screwdriver. Then basically take off the rotor. Be sure to clean all the threads on all the nuts, all the studs, or all the bolts. The excess of dust can cause the nut not to come out too well. Be sure to remove the nut on the upper control arm. And while you're at it, remove the nut of the lower ball joint. Remove the bolts holding the brackets that hold the brake hoses. Be sure to take out the pins so it will make it way easier. At this point, you can go ahead and remove the nut holding the outer tie rod to the lower ball joint. After loosening the tie rod, you can start removing the 4 bolts holding the lower ball joint. Remove the nut of the upper ball joint and take out the entire assembly and put it aside. Now remove the nut holding the tie rod and take the tie rod out of the lower ball joint. While you're at it, remove the lower ball joint's nut and take out the ball joint out of the lower control arm. On the strap holding the plate, there are 4 bolts that you need to take out before removing the plate. Be sure to always mark everything, especially when you're coming to the lower control arms, because if they're not marked properly when putting it back, it will be out of alignment. Clean the threads and start removing the bolts from the lower control arm. Remove the nut from the bolt holding the front shock. If it gives a little trouble, you can tap it out with a punch or something. Start removing the bolts holding the lower control arm. Loosen the nut from the stabilizer hanger and take the stabilizer hanger out of the lower control arm. And voila, it's out. Remove the long bolt of the upper control arm. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but it's not difficult. Remove all the brackets holding the upper control arm. And voila, the upper control arm is out as well. Take out the 3 nuts holding the shock from the top, and it's out. Alright, so we're starting with the back. Well, same process how we began with the front. We gotta take out the tire. We can do this by removing 6 nuts holding the rim. We take out the tire and then take out the brake drum. Remove the small spring at the bottom of the brake assembly. Remove the bigger spring at the upper side of the assembly. Now we can remove the 2 springs with the little locks that hold the brake shoes. Remove the 2 brake shoes and put them somewhere safe because we're going to be putting them back. Remove the 2 bolts that hold the mechanism that operates the parking brake. Remove the 2 springs holding it from the back and voila, it's out. Remove the brake hoses. And while we're at it, we can get in cleaning. Remove the 4 bolts holding the differential shaft to not come out, so we can take it out. Pull out the differential shaft and be careful, it's gonna be a bit messy because there's oil in there. We're doing this because we're changing these seals. They're called rear differential seals. And now this is the entire process but on the other side of the truck. Rolling the jack and jack up the differential. Remove the bolt holding the rear shock. Remove the nut located at the top of the shock. It's really hard to get to, but with a little patience, you should be able to get it out. Now you can pull out the shock. Now remove the coil spring by pulling down on the differential and taking it out. The same process goes for putting back the coil springs. You gotta pull down on the differential and slide them in. Then don't forget to put back the rear differential seals. Remember, don't forget to clean everything before putting it back. At this point, you can basically start putting in back the front portion. Put in the pins in all the nuts where the pin is needed and secure it. Slide in the rear differential shaft back in and be sure to align the 4 studs. Tighten all your nuts and bolts. and put back your brake calipers. Take your torque wrench, set it to the right specifications, and start torquing everything. Start putting back the rack and pinion, and be sure to tighten everything. Leave the tie rod in loose for later adjustments. Get the tie rod into the lower ball joint and be sure to secure it. Put back the 4 tires and you're done. Voila! That's it, guys. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button.